voices, can't they, Duke?
Well, can't they see me then?
No, not at the moment. Listen, you're too handsome. You're too handsome.
That's no problem. We can handle that.
Listen, you know, you were saying that you perform a little bit for your bus passengers and everything. That is going to be a big, big hit. Are you not going to pack in your job then, working for London Transport?
Maybe one day I will.
What, one day?
Maybe one day I will.
Why, are you very worried about all this?
No, I'm not. I just don't want to upset my governor.
All right, but you've always been involved in music, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
I mean, did you actually think at one time of giving up because you haven't had any success with anything?
Yeah, I suppose I've had a lot of bad luck in music as well, and I should have given up, but I just carried on and carried on. It's worse than drugs, I suppose. You just carry on and you don't stop.
It's a bug that bites you when you're young. Well, I mean, with reggae, I mean, we had a reggae top 10 a minute ago, and in that top 10, all those tracks have been hits. Yeah. And in other years, you'd be lucky to find 5 reggae tracks that have been a hit in the whole year. Well, why do you think reggae's suddenly taken off, or people have opened up to it?
Well, first of all, I must say that the top 10, what you just done there, I really appreciate that. And I'm voicing myself for many others because it was really good, and it's the first time I've seen something like that on television. But one of the reasons why it's taken off is because they've crossed it. They've crossed the reggae with like the pop industry and using pop and reggae or like house and reggae. Mainly with lyrics and things. And people listening to not just reggae, listen to pop, will now get involved with these kind of like the rapping side of it. And that is what's really happening today. And people are picking up on it in a big way.
Were you quite cynical when you did Sugar Sugar? You thought, C.J. Lewis has made a few bobs, so maybe I ought to get in there.
Well, we done it before C.J. Lewis.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I wasn't really thinking about that. We done it before C.J. So really, C.J. wasn't even a thing in our eyes. Well, yeah, it's opened the door, isn't he? He's got the key and he opened the door. Now I'm just going to walk past.
So what have you got, like, you know, lined up next?
We really want to work on an album. That is our main thing. We want to work on an album. It would be good if we can get an album together and out.
All right, and
then I'll leave the buses.
Then you'll leave the buses. Will you be sampling a lot of old 60s hits again, like?
No, I want to work on the original stuff because I've got so much material. It's not worth my while doing too many covers, you know. It's a waste of time.
Well, listen, you're going to be a busy lad the next week. You're off to Spain, aren't you, tonight?
Tonight, I am off to Spain.
For GMTV, people will be able to see you on that in the morning, but I can't plug their show, can I?
Don't.
Will you be out there with Mr. Motivator? That's where they'll be.
I'll get my leotard. Don't worry, I'll be with him.
Listen, we'll be back. Which one have I? Right, we'll be back after the break with our long play video mix and cool cuts, and you'll be back later to do our 60-second quiz. See you later.
Okay.
And welcome back to Coca-Cola Hit Mix. It's 4:45, isn't it? There you go, just proving that. In fact, really, it's all pre-recorded and we're on holiday in the south of France at the moment, mate.
It's nice.
No, I'll be speaking to the winner of our competition shortly, after the top 10 singles chart. But first, though, it's time for our 60-second quiz with this week. Very brave of you to do this, I must say. Duke BAYSEE, I hope you're all up for this, aren't you?
I am.
Don't make a fool of yourself now, because you'll have relatives watching out there. OK, you've got 60 seconds starting from now. Who's your musical hero?
Professor Nuts.
Professor Nuts. What aftershave do you wear?
Obsession.
Cheap one. What's your favourite film?
Rockers.
What's the last CD you bought?
A sampling CD.
What's your favourite soap opera?
EastEnders.
Who would you like to bring back from the dead?
Bob Marley.
What's your best feature?
My eyes.
Lovely. What's your favourite food?
Ackee and saltfish.
What song can't you get out of your head?
Sugar, sugar.
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Japan and Jamaica.
Okay. Would you ever take your clothes off for money?
10 million would do, yeah.
10 million, eh? You've done it for that. I bet you've done it for half a lager in the past. What 3 things would you take with you to a desert island?
A recording studio,
like you would.
And a bird, and my kids. Go on.
Woo! That's it. A bird? What, you mean like a parrot, like in Treasure Island?
Yeah, you can speak to it, can't you?
A bird, you meant a girl, didn't you? And your kids. Listen, well done. You did very well there. I think a little round of applause in the studio. didn't believe a word of some of that, though. Okay, well done, Duke. Thanks for being a sport, and let's hope that we see your video next time in the top 10 on this.
Maybe one day you get on a bus.
On your bus?
Yeah,
no, I go by limo everywhere. We might see your video on the top 10 on the show next week.